Welcome back to the channel, guys. Today we're here in Cromer and we're trying what's called the bucket list. It's basically a restaurant, well it's not a restaurant, it's a vendor that they do different versions of chips, so loaded chips, different things like that, and we're here to take a little bit of a look at it. So we're going to go take a look and see what it's all about. So this one costs £12.50 and it's called the salt and pepper chicken nugs. It's got curry sauce, crispy onions, peppers, aioli, and they've put sweet and sour sauce on it, even though it's not on the menu. But thankfully I like sweet and sour sauce, but if I didn't, I could see that being a problem. So the bucket list was actually started by a chef that worked full-time at a hotel, and he decided that, I mean, in between shifts they were making food for the people that were working there, and they were kind of just getting chips and just chucking anything on it that they had at the time. And he got to a point where he said to himself, I can make a full-time business out of this, and he has. They've got two shops. They've got one in Cromer and they've got another one in Ipswich. And they've got 7 different little mini vendors that go around to things like weddings, festivals, stuff like that. So very successful. They started in 2017 and it's just 12, 13 different versions of chips with, well, a bucket of chips, literally. You can see how much is in there. What we'll do is we'll just go in for a chip. And a bit of the aioli on it. It's hard not to like, really, isn't it? The size of it, though, is absolutely huge. We're going to have to try a bit of chicken as well. There's a curry sauce on there as well. Put this down. The sauce is nice. The chicken is a tiny bit dry. But other than that, the coating on it is sensational. Because remember, £12.50 for this. It's not cheap. The interesting part with food like this is when you get down towards the bottom to see if there's actually still fillings in there. And you just end up with, you kind of enter the void of just chips at the end. I should probably just be civil and use the fork. The curry sauce is nice. A lot of curry sauce that you get from fish and chip shops can be quite gloopy and quite thick. The consistency of this is really good. It's, you know, it doesn't run enough so that it runs, like, falls off the chip, but at the same time, it doesn't feel like you're chewing on, you know, some thick yellow substance. You can see at the bottom there, it's literally just all the way down to the bottom, which obviously is really good. It's absolutely lovely. If you're the kind of person that doesn't like sauce on your chips, you're best off sticking to a fish and chip restaurant, because there is an abundance on these. That crispy coating on top of the chicken. The coating's lovely. The chicken is just a little bit on the dry side, which is unfortunate. I remember the bucket list becoming really, really popular. Really did blow up, especially when COVID hit, because they built this fleet up of different food mini vendors that attack, you know, like trailers, and they set them all up over East Anglia. And again, if you think about it, it is just chips. I imagine that a lot of their outlays come from all the toppings and the chicken and bits and pieces like that. Not really relevant to the food, but the way they're set up, they're on a street that has about 1 metre of pavement, and next to it, a dual lane, very busy road. And it's very awkward because of the popularity of the place, you have to order and then you all have to stand to one side, and you end up with this queue of people all the way down the street with very little to no room to move, which is a little bit dangerous, but you do kind of feel like you're shoulder to shoulder. And it is just a hole in the wall. It's a window they open, someone sits there, just takes your order and they pass it back out to you. And when you look in, it's just one room where they cook and make the chips. The waiting time for this was 20 minutes. Now I understand that there is chicken here. The chicken's going to take a little bit of time to cook. And we did get there the moment they opened at 12 o'clock. And there was, I think, about a dozen people in front of us, so very popular. The guy that started this place, he's done well for himself. I don't think I've ever been to any of their mini vendors, or especially this place in Cromer, and there hasn't been a queue. And that speaks volumes, doesn't it? Would I have it again? Yes. This isn't the first time I've had it. I do just think for £12.50, the chicken to be a little bit nicer. Seasonings, toppings, everything's perfect. The chips are fantastic. Time for a score, I think. I'll give it an 8.7 out of 10. Awesome street food. Bags of flavour. The constant cues they have speak for themselves. If you're wild about all things chips, get down to the bucket list and give it a go. No seagulls are getting hold of these, I'll tell you that now. If you like this video, I've got another one right here for you, where I went and visited a place called the Folks, and we reviewed their Tex-Mex dishes that they had. I highly recommend you go and watch it. Thank you, good night. Much love.